Hello, my name is Chris and I will review the 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia. I hope you'll find this review useful and interesting. Giulia has filled me with curiosity since its release. The designers must be given credit. The look is incredible, with no compromise made for the non-European market. Good job, Alfa. It is as though they pulled the sheet metal tightly over actual muscles. The effect is ace, especially at the wheel bulges. The trunk has a small opening and the seats fold forward for your convenience. The room in back is sufficient. Anyone over 5'10" will rub their heads, the way it should be in compact sports luxury sedans. There are rear vents and one charging port. The red over black is getting old and the leather quality is average. This vehicle, equipped as is approximately $56,000 Canadian. Hard to say as Alfa did not provide Ross with the sticker. The seats are bolstered but comfortable for the less than 1 hour drive. I could feel that after 1 hour, the leg bolsters would have gotten on my nerves, but still a great seat. The layout is clean and very sporty, but it lacks the gravitas of its main European competitors, such as BMW for example. Meanwhile, the infotainment is a mess and so is the interface, with an unimpressive screen. However, Ross liked this screen. Thankfully, the driver interfaces are some of the best I've ever tested. The steering feel is now best in class. Simple, mundane driving tasks quickly become fun. Quick driving makes you feel like a race car driver. It is light, quick, yet responsive. Only Lexus comes close, and perhaps ATS, which alas, I have not driven. I cannot find the curb weight, but this car feels so light on its feet. There is a 50-50 weight balance, and you do sit low in the car. Giulia is a top safety pick according to IIHS. It is also pretty quiet on the highway, and NVH was non-existent in our tester. The sport mode turns this car into an animal. The difference is jarring. You will crack up laughing when you do put it in sport mode. Brakes are great. The transmission is up to the sporty mission. The suspension, definitely taut, does not jar you. Giulia can drive in the city, no problemo. This is the best driving experience in class. Sorry Lexus. And I can't recall having this much fun in such a great looking car since Audi RS5 years ago. The engine is a powerful 4-cylinder turbo with 280 horsepower and 306 pounds of torque. You feel it, especially in that crazy sport mode where, I repeat, the car becomes unhinged. And Giulia delivers 10.5 liters in the city and 7.7 liters on the highway, completely respectable to me. On a personal level, it made me rethink what my next car would be, though according to the Canadian website, Giulia is not available for lease and Alfa does not have a reputation for reliability. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the 2017 Monica Bellucci. Car looks great. It's one of those things where I find from the exterior, the car looks as good as its flagship model almost. It really looks great from the outside. Ross has been driving around this car. He's been getting thumbs up. Love the mags, love the color, love the shape, love the whole thing, really. On the inside, Ross likes this interior a little bit more than I do. I think it's a good interior. There lacks that, I don't know, that laser precision finish that I get from maybe BMW and Audi. Having that said, the seats are comfortable despite being very well bolstered. It reminds me of the Lexus IS, except I'm comfortable in these. I don't know why. Very good seats. Very sporty seats. The star of the show has to be the feeling of lightness this car has and the steering feel. It's a middleweight that feels like a lightweight, and the steering feel is so fun and just so direct that just the simple task of driving in town will be fun. That's how good it is. A few other things. The suspension is calibrated sportish like. What doesn't help is the run flat tires, the low profile tires, but that's a trade-off. However, we've been driving in Lachine, Quebec, the city with some of the worst roads in the history of roads, and it hasn't beaten us up. It's been okay. Sure, it's not Mercedes-like, but I mean, it just feels okay. What else about this vehicle? The engine is wonderful. It's responsive. When you put it in dynamic mode, it's really funny. You have to put it in dynamic mode just to see how crazy the car becomes. It's actually ridiculous. You're just gonna love. You're just gonna put it in dynamic mode just to pass somebody, just to see the car kind of like wake up and go nuts. Steering on the highway is so direct and precise. I was taking fast curves at 100 kilometers an hour. That should be taken at maybe half that, though I wasn't exceeding the limit in that case. And it was just so planted. You could turn, you could press more on the gas, get off the gas, adjust your line. It was incredible. It's like, it's an overachiever, no question in terms of driving. And this is what's been missing in the sports luxury compact segment, an actual sports luxury compact. We have it from Lexus IS. We supposedly have it from Cadillac ATS, which we haven't driven yet, unfortunately. But we don't have it from the Germans. We don't have it from anywhere else. Ross says he has connections in the car journalism world, and apparently the new Infiniti Q50 is very good. But this one is definitely like I know cars, and this one is like, it's the best. Like it's literally the best in terms of just fun and just getting into your car and driving. It feels like a sports car, for Christ's sake, without being uncomfortable. And I think that's what you have to retain from this vehicle. It's an emotion car. Ross calls it the Italian emotion car, and he's right. You feel wonderful driving this vehicle. Sound system is fine. The interface with the iDrive is whack. I was just trying to change channel before. It was crazy. There's a steep learning curve. Ross likes the screen. I'm not sure I like it. I think I like much better the BMW one. It seems to catch reflections more, this one. I don't know. But we're two different opinions on this, so you have to check it out for yourself. Automatic transmission does a good job of reading your mind. They're all getting pretty good at that, actually. And those are my thoughts, my initial thoughts on this Alfa Romeo. By the way, if you've gotten this far, you probably liked the video, or not. But either way, maybe you should subscribe. Press the subscribe button. And if you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, like it. And if you have any comments, write them in the comment section. I read all of them.